Alright, y'all, welcome back to BrainFLoTv / Hot Topics TV. You already know, if the topic is hot, we're on it. Let's talk about YNW, not YNW. My last video was about YNW Melly. Let's talk about NBA YoungBoy and talk about NBA YoungBoy pleading guilty after he said he didn't do it. Now, let's get right into the material. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you've never been here before. Click the bell next to the subscribe button so you are notified every time a new video goes up on this channel, which is BrainFLoTv / Hot Topics TV. Whichever one you want to call it is fine by me. Here we go. So NBA YoungBoy has pled guilty to a role in the Utah prescription fraud ring, and he avoids jail time. You know what's funny to me? Before I even get started with this story, it's funny to me how a lot of these rappers go in for serious offenses that the average person is doing a lot of time behind. But they go in for these same offenses on multiple occasions and they still walk out with no time in jail or prison. Now, what do they say to you if you from the hood and you get locked up and you come home too early? Like you got locked up on Monday and by Friday you back on the streets. What does everybody say to you? Right? Right? Alright. I'm going to just let you think about that one. Now, I'm not accusing NBA YoungBoy of anything. Maybe he got a lot of money and good lawyers, and that works too. Because in the United States of America, money walks and money talks. And bullshit, shut the fuck up. Let's get into the story. It says that the rap star NBA YoungBoy will not face any jail time for his role in a months-long fraud scheme to illegally obtain prescription drugs from several Utah pharmacies. The 25-year-old rapper, who was born Contrell Deshaun Golden, entered a plea deal for which he admitted guilt during a Monday hearing at a Logan County courtroom to several counts of identity fraud, forgery, unlawful pharmacy conduct as well. In April, the Cache County Sheriff's Office filed an affidavit that named NBA YoungBoy as a primary suspect in a scheme from September of 2023 to February of 2024 that involved posing as a doctor to fill prescriptions for promethazine with codeine, a controlled substance, in pharmacies in cities including Hiram, Logan, and Smithfield. He was arrested on April 16th on more than 40 charges, including identity fraud and procuring or attempting to procure prescription drugs. On Monday, NBA YoungBoy pleaded guilty to 2 counts of third-degree felony identity fraud, 2 counts of third-degree felony forgery, and 6 counts of misdemeanor unlawful pharmacy conduct. He entered a no-contest plea deal to the remaining charges. So he pleaded out to 4 charges and must have entered no contest to like the other 36 charges. That's crazy. Now, while NBA YoungBoy will not face prison time in Utah, his 4 felony charges were reduced to a Class A misdemeanor, and he was ordered to pay a $25,000 fine. This is according to KTVX-TV, one of those reliable news stations. Hey, check it out, right? $25,000 is not a lot of money for NBA YoungBoy. So obviously, YB about to pay that money and this will be all behind him. Damn. Now, a legal representative for NBA YoungBoy did not immediately respond when news media houses were asking. So pretty much his lawyers aren't talking to nobody. They went behind the scenes. They got the job done. Out of there. On to the next one. District Judge Spencer D. Walsh agreed to suspend a prison sentence as NBA YoungBoy is already expected to serve 27 months in federal prison for related charges in a case stemming out of Weber County, Utah. Following his release, he will be placed on 5 years of federal supervised probation. So I had never seen this before. Usually, a judge in one court, if you have separate charges, they'll, just like they did people like R. Kelly and them. You pick up 10 years from New York, then you go to Philly and pick up 20 years, and then they run that concurrently, or when you're done serving whoever you get sentenced to first, they'll extradite you to the other one to serve out the rest of your time, or they can just run the time concurrently. But for him, the judge said, I'm just going to suspend the sentence since he's already facing 27 months in Utah, which he will have to serve. So for those NBA YoungBoy fans out there wondering what YB pled guilty to, well, here are the charges. He pled guilty to 2 counts of third-degree felony identity fraud. He pled guilty to 2 counts of third-degree felony forgery, and he pled guilty to 6 counts of misdemeanor unlawful pharmacy conduct. 6 plus 2 is 8 plus 2 is 10. So I stand corrected. They said he had 40 charges. And then for the rest of the charges, he pled no contest. So he pled guilty to 10 charges. And then the other 30 charges, he pled no contest to. And he must pay $25,000 fine. And then he is up out of there. So he could be in Utah to serve his 27 months in a federal prison. 27 months. That's 12 months in a year. 2 years is 24 months. So that's 2 years and 3 months. Give you an idea. Now, the federal system has changed. Back in the day, I think it used to be every 24 hours is 2 days. Like morning is 1 day, night is another day. So essentially, your time would get slashed in half, right? Therefore, if you were sentenced to 24 years, you would probably end up doing 12 years, not 24 years. But it looks like 24 years on paper. I don't know if they do that anymore. Because the last time I heard, there is no more break on federal time. So if the judge says you do 27 months, you're going to have to do every day of 27 months. If that's the case and there is no early release for NBA YoungBoy, then he will be out in 27 months, which is 2 years and 3 months from now. So we talking about he'll be doing the whole of 2025, the whole of 2026, and he'll be home sometime in 2027. He'll still be young. He's only 25 years old. So by the time he get home, he'll still be just 27 years old, right? Right. Now, following his release, they said he will be placed on 5 years of federal supervised probation. Y'all know how that goes. Young Thug got to do like 15 years of probation. NBA YoungBoy has been living under house arrest in the same Weber County for 3 years already. In March of 2021, a grand jury indicted him, accusing him of possessing an unregistered firearm, and this is the possession of firearm by a convicted felon in connection with a 2020 case. NBA YoungBoy's relocation to Utah came as part of a deal in 2021. They figured they could move him up out of his environment in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, take him to the hills, the mountains of Utah, and he would stay out of the environment. He would stay out of trouble. They were trying to save this young, talented young man. Well, it didn't work because he's in trouble again, which lawyers argued that moving him to Utah would keep him out of trouble. Well, we saw that it didn't. During Monday's hearing, Walsh said that it was clear that NBA YoungBoy was a talented young man and that he didn't want NBA YoungBoy to waste his potential. This is the prosecution talking. When the prosecution looks at you and say, yo, or the judge look at you and say, you know what? He got some serious charges, but he is super talented, and I don't want to see him waste his talent. It's proven by the amount of money that he can generate, right? How many multi-millionaires you know that's only 25 years old, and he is pretty much self-made a millionaire, right? So let's not waste his talent behind bars. Send him off to do these 2 years, and hopefully he'll learn from it. He'll get clean from his addictions, and he'll be back out to get back to what he does best, which is his music and entertainment. I'm sure that in your future, the judge says to him, once you're done with your federal prison time, you can be really successful on federal probation and have a really bright future where you can reach your full potential in every aspect of your life. Then he said, good luck to you, Mr. Golden, and sent NBA YoungBoy off to do his 27 months of federal prison time. For the NBA YoungBoy fans out there, this is where it stops. You won't be seeing YB for quite some time, but look on the bright side. He was facing a whole lot of years. I don't know how he got out of this, but he got out of it. If I was him, I'd be thankful. You know, I said it when he was going through his stuff. I ain't never seen somebody in a mansion get so troubled. Like, he looks happy incarcerated. And that's weird. But NBA YoungBoy looked happier every time I seen him in a courtroom or shackled up, or he looked like he was excited and he was happy. And when you saw him free but confined to that mansion he was living in Utah, he looked miserable as hell. Make it make sense. Anyways, man, we wish him all the best, and we know he about to do that time, walk it down, come home, and turn up again. Leave your comments in the comment section below. I'll catch you on the next video. It's BrainFLoTv / Hot Topics TV. You already know. If the topic is hot, we're on it. I'm out. Peace.